So imagine, you deaf, and instead of giving people heart attacks and aneurysms, you be getting your Wile E. Coyote on, successfully. So this lady is watching this news clip about all the people you done killed in the first movie. Now she talking to her pops about this road trip she finna go on, and her homegirl keeps saying inappropriate things in front of her pops, and you already up to no good. Now the generic white teenage gang is in the car. Bro is in the car swaying he cool, and she's showing off her breastises. Now you had a good one planned. It was finna be a mad elaborate crash on the highway. He was gonna toss his dirt out the window, it was gonna land on her car, and she was gonna get pressured to not check her car. He was finna be drinking and driving an entire truck. He was bumping hip-hop instead of Green Day and sniffing cocaine with no seatbelt. Now bust it. He spilled coffee, so he not paying attention, and his chain snaps and boom, log to the face. He slip on a motorcycle and bam, dead. His car flip, land on his feet. He think he good. Absolutely not. Truck collision, explosion, fatality. They hit the log and they dead. Her car flipped. He hit the truck, exploded. Now he on fire and here come more truck, and her whole ass has a vision and warns everybody, starting with this police officer. God damn it, you been working on that gag for months now. Now you gotta double back cause you petty. You get her friends and a bunch of other people, but that's not enough. Now these survivors are in the precinct, and her punk ass is telling a police officer about it and how something similar happened the year before. He pull up looking like undercooked Afro Thunder with the Austin Powers fit on. Now he start telling y'all about how everybody died one by one after the last accident, and he's living single. Also, he don't believe in your skills, so you might have to show him at some point. Now this cop says that the only living survivor is in an insane asylum somewhere where you can't get to her. Now they don't believe that you finna come see each and every one of them. Now she thinks she crazy, and she asking her dad if her mom's was crazy too. She on to you. Now he come home mad haphazardly to this dirty ass apartment. Bro won the lotto and stayed in the hood. He throw the spaghetti out the window and look at the fridge. Ew, you finna kill him for that alone. So peep how you do it. So bust it. You open the cabinet so he look away. Then you knock the H off the hay magnets on his fridge into his lo mein. You chose H cause he a hoe. Now he got the fire up mad high. He start microwaving the lo mein while he trying on his new watch, listening to voicemails from the ladies. Bro brought everything but a new apartment. Meanwhile, follow me, the magnet in the lo mein makes the microwave short out. He gets shocked and dropped his ring down the drain. Then he put his hand in there and it gets stuck. Now the audience is expecting him to lose his hand, but nah, you got more style than that. So while he's stuck, the food is on fire. Now the apartment is on fire. He get his hand out, use the fire extinguisher, but nope. Then you close the windows on his whole ass, and he break one and make it out the fire escape before the apartment explodes. The ladder is stuck, and so he try and loosen it and end up landing on his feet, only to slip on the spaghetti he threw out the window earlier. Then the ladder falls but stops short. He lucky, right? Absolutely not. See, they don't even understand the intricacies of what you just put together right there. Now this cop is investigating about the premonitions because he curious. Now your handiwork is on the news, and that's when they realize that you killed dude, and now they like, wait a minute, should I be worried? Now she's in the crib sleeping, and you show her your nail job. Now she getting her internet sleuth on. She finna visit the survivor from the last movie. She in the padded room like, listen honey, death got a list, and that mean everybody is about to die in the order that they did in your vision. But then they realize that you was actually working backwards. Gotta keep them on their toes. She tell her to pay attention to the signs, lady, and then she kicks her out, but not before she calls her a coward for not helping. Now the officer pulls up to her crib like the survivors got scared when dude died, so they finna have a meeting at his crib, and that's when she sees a sign and tells him about who about to die next. Now he at the dentist, and so is you. Peep this. You poke a hole in the fish tank tube and splash some water on this outlet. Very subtle, but effective. Then you have one of your pigeon homies smash into the window, and then some more. While that's happening, the water is slowly creeping towards the mom. Now it look like you finna electrocute her, but she get up cause the pigeon broke in. Peep the misdirect. Meanwhile, the water short circuit the equipment, and now he getting the gas with his mouth wide open. Then stuff start falling in it. Pause. While everyone is distracted by the pigeon, and he's going under, but she saved him. Is that luck? Nope, they leave out and he bullies some pigeons and you drop glass on them. They don't even peep how you hit them with the misdirect, then the instant death. That rhymed. Now her bum ass changed her mind and just leave the hospital to come help fight you. She take them to go see Candyman. He work at the morgue. You been meaning to get him too, but that one is complicated. She asked him about how to beat you and he like, maybe if a life is created that wasn't meant to be, y'all could be saved. Follow the signs. They leave and this wannabe Eminem get disrespectful and she have a vision about a white van in a lake. That's when they realize that one of the ladies that survived is pregnant, so now they need her to have that baby to save them from you, but they gotta find her first. So Officer 2000's Rock finds who she is. Her name is Isabella. Typical. Now they all meeting at his crib and you could get them all at once, but that wouldn't be fun. So you let them have their little meeting. Now he don't believe none of it, so you do a little razzle dazzle just to let him know you not playing with his whole ass. The old eyeball in the canoe trick. Now he blaming her. Now they all sticking together to fight you and she like, man, my husband been dead and my kid is dead now. I'm finna go see them in heaven. And he like, listen, I'm black and there's too many white people in here, so I'm out too. He asked him to give the other lady the radio. He opened up the closet and stuff start falling out. Now Kyle get on an elevator with Pigtail Lady and he sees a sign, man with hooks, but not him or him. Now his old creepy ass starts smelling her hair and then cop man hit her on a walkie-talkie cell phone. She drop it, pick it up, but no service. But that's when her pigtails get caught in the hook and now it's a hoopla in the elevator. She get pushed out and now the elevator is moving and her head is stuck. This is one of your personal favorites, the old decapitator in the elevator. Now she headless and his whole ass see it and he gets scared. Now he in the crib talking crazy to you, waving the cop's gun looking like a character in a 2000s black romantic comedy. He try and shoot himself talking about he controls his destiny, but nah, B, you run the show. He finna go out your way or the highway. Wait, the highway would have probably been easier. That's when they realize that you mean business. So now they going to try and find the pregnant lady. The cop has her in protective custody because he falsely reported her car stolen. That's when her water breaks. So now they got to take her to the hospital to have the baby. Tee-hee. Now they in the car talking and they realize they all narrowly escaped you last year and all of those instances are connected to the people you had to kill last year because you don't like loose ends. That's when you blow their tire out, but peep this. This thing goes through the car and almost impales her, but it don't. She in the clear. But Kyle got hurt and she stuck in the car pinned down by the log. Now Kyle get put in the ambulance and he saves this kid. Now peep the misdirect. The news van pull up and a rock pokes a hole in it and now it's leaking gas. They come try and get her out the car and trigger the airbag which pushed her into a spike. Ooh, y'all ain't even expect that. You done told them Looney Tunes that's how you do it, but you not done. She drop a cigarette which hits the gas that drops a tree that explodes the news van that sends these logs and strings flying which takes him out. Ooh, you nice with it, son. She start having a vision again which tells her who the nurse is that they need to find to save the pregnant lady, and Kyle is in the hospital room alone with you. You messing around with all the equipment and he is scared to death. Yeah, talk all that tough shit now. Now he's suffocating and they in her delivery room all willy-nilly, so now they in the clear cause she had the baby and he is not suffocated anymore. Then she have another vision which lets her know that shorty that had the baby wasn't supposed to die in the accident anyway, so it's still up. Got him. That's when she opened the door and set off the explosion that you had set up earlier. You the king of the misdirect. That's when she realized that her new vision with the lake is about her. Then she steal an ambulance and drive into a lake, drown, die, and get brought back, and guess what that is? New life. God damn it, they beat you. All that hard work for naught. Welp, you'll get them next time.
Do 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 ding do 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 ding 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 do do do
You should fear the reaper, cause he's a creeper. Yeah, he's a creeper.